village of Capernaum is a little village along the northern shore of the Sea of Galilee. The Sea of Galilee really wasn't much of a sea at all. It's about 5 miles long, 2 miles wide. We'd probably consider it more of a good-sized lake. But Capernaum is about 20 miles from Nazareth, the hometown of Jesus. And during Jesus' time, Capernaum was just a small fishing village. During Jesus' ministry, Capernaum really became his hometown. This little village of about 1,500 people. And it was during this time in the Gospels that we read about a lot of the great things and miracles that took place in and around Capernaum. And over the next 6 weeks, we're going to take some time and look at the events that happened there. We're going to consider this. If God could do such great and wonderful things there, maybe He could do it here as well. This week we look at the calling of Peter, Andrew, James, and John. Peter and Andrew were brothers, and James and John were partners of theirs in their fishing business there along the shores of Galilee. James and John were the sons of Zebedee. They were often called the sons of thunder. I'm not sure what that says about old Zeb, but at any rate, these were the most unlikely of men to be called to be disciples of Christ. They were fishermen. They walked, talked, smelled like crusty old fishermen. At night they would go out and they would set their nets and they would haul them in. And in the morning they would take their catch into town and they'd haggle with the buyers in the marketplace to sell them. In our setting this week, these fellas have been out all night long fishing. They've caught nothing. And so they've made their way back into town and they're sitting there near their boats, mending their nets, and they're listening to this radical preacher talk to the crowds that had gathered around to listen to him. And after Jesus had finished speaking, he asked Peter to take his boat and go back out into deeper water and let down his nets for a catch. Again, they'd been out all night long. They were tired. It was hot. And they knew from experience that the middle of the day was not the best time in the world to go fishing. But Peter did as he was asked. And what those men learned that day would change their lives forever. And it might just change yours as well. If God can use salty dogs like Peter, Andrew, James, and John to call people into the kingdom, maybe He could use someone just like you. So what do you think? Let's go fishing this weekend.